say alright, so first and foremost, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. We sit up and say, apostles and elders of great Masuna rule well, our teachers, our apostles and shoot. And we say salutations, so the Akim say, push one on truth and say, din and day out, continue teasing on the season, we say, Shalom. Alright, so going into our little video here, just basically touching upon the things that are going on around the world. You understand? You're seeing snowstorms, you're seeing food shortages again. You're seeing lots of things going on right now. And one of the major things that happening is the snowstorm. To the fact where the people on that side, they don't have current. They basically can't leave the house. The house flooding because of the snow and so forth. All these things that happening, you know. And all these things were written to come. I'm going to jump to our scripture here quick before I continue. This is Ezekiel chapter 2 verse 10. You see, and he spread it before me, and it was written within and without, and there was written therein lamentations and mourning and woe. So these things, all these things that happened was written in these scriptures: lamentations, mourning and woe. You know, destruction. All these things were written inside of here, and the scriptures mention perilous times to come, and that is what we entering into. You understand? These perilous times. You can just go on YouTube and watch. You see, as you can see, millions still without power in Texas amid more brutal winter weather. So it have more to come. You understand? It have more to come. To the next video, we're just talking about like food shortages and so forth that was going on, you know, and all these things happening right now. We're seeing wars and rumors of wars happening. All these things that taking place right now. You understand? Where the people are feeling it. We're in that time, and it's only going to get worse. You know. This is jumping to our scripture. You know, this is Matthew chapter 24. I'll go to I will start from verse 4, right? Yes, no. I'll start from verse 3. It says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach, and shall deceive many. Right? See, you even seen that going on. Plenty people proclaiming that there is the Lord. You understand? Leading people along that path, but there is just things that happen at the end. You understand? Say, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. You already seen the new president of America going into speculations of wars with Iran and other countries. You understand? He cut them off from certain things. And all these things were written to happen, right? He said, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So all these things must come to pass. All these things must take place. You know, these things have to happen, and that's what people fail to realize. They feel that they could just pray and let the Lord turn it away. No, these things were written to happen, to take place, and that is what's going on right now. We've seen the fact where people certain things being frozen to death. Hey, no electricity, nothing to protect you from the heat. From the cold, from the cold, you understand? You can't even leave your house because of thick snow and so forth. Or you're going to get food, you know, all these things. And don't talk about going into the dark winter. I was watching a video, I think it was yesterday, where a lady was talking about how they're sending the National Guard, you know, down on that side. So just put two and two together and think about what I'm saying, you know. So it say, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. It say, for nation shall rise against nation. We see plenty protesting around the world right now. You see now people people acting up against the government and so forth, right? We say, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences again. You're seeing food shortages. You're seeing, hey, yes, there's certain spots due to the pandemic, they're not even getting a rotation of food. You know, son. It say pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. What going on with I think it's Japan right now. They continually getting massive earthquakes on a daily. I'm gonna see if I could find that. Right? They getting earthquakes on a daily. You see, 5 days ago, magnitude 7.3 earthquake hit Japan off Fukushima coast, and there's plenty more. I think they after that one they get plenty more after that. You understand? So they say what? There shall be famines and pestilences, and again we see that happening all around the world. You know, pestilences taking place. These things are happening. We see that happening right now. Every day they're telling about some other disease that coming out. You know, some other disease on the uprise. Right? They say and earthquakes in diverse places. It's proof here. Proof here. All you have to do is just look watch news, and you will see how critical the time that we are in. How critical it is. This is not no time to play. This is just we in the time of death and destruction. That's the time that we in. Right? It say all these are the beginning of sorrow. So this is just the beginning. So the pain that you're seeing people here. I'm just play a little piece of this video.
Misery in Texas.
It's really freezing. It's horrible.
Millions statewide spending another night in the dark without electricity, heat, and for a growing number, running water. Flooding homes, only adding to the nightmare. State officials offering little guidance on when any of it will be over.
Every source of power the state of Texas has.
Understand the action when it will be over, but it's only going to get worse. From the coal, it will jump to one thing. From that, it will jump to another, because the scriptures say all these are the beginning of sorrows. All these are the beginning. So it accounts of videos, you see people crying, you see people bawling, you see because of how the snow affect them. You know, affect them in certain ways. Certain things to save up the bill. Certain things to save up the bill. It come to a crash because of the flood, how the snow damage the property and so forth. But that's to say, the scripture say all these are the beginning of sorrows. So it have no end to this. But it is only going to get what? Way worse. It is only going to get way worse. Right?
This has been compromised.
Lavelle Traylor and her father Lewis have spent the past 4 days inside a cold, dark home using a single gas stove to stay warm.
I know God is here, but who else? We're supposed to take care of our people.
To the south in Houston and Galveston, millions being told to boil their water after outages impacted treatment plants.
We're going to be in this for a couple of more days.
Emergency officials now fielding hundreds of calls related to carbon monoxide poisoning as people resort to desperate measures to stay warm.
So you can see what you can see is sorrows taking place. Sorrows where people rather poison themselves so they won't freeze to death. So that is that not sorrows to the fact where people are going to be frozen to death? And the scripture say all these are the beginning of sorrows. This is just the beginning, yo. These pestilences, these plagues are taking place. This is just the beginning. It have far away worse to come. You understand? Wow. Yeah, so again, say all these are the beginning of sorrows. All these is the beginning of sorrows. That is just the time that we're in, yo. Countless, this again, that's what you news. And you'll see how much things happening worldwide. How much things taking place. Brutal winter weather causes treacherous conditions across the US. Understand? You see, COVID cases drop amid new concerns about variant strains. Talking about, to come out a different strain coming. And that's what? Pestilences, diseases, all these things. All these things were foretold to come. Again, this is just the beginning. Just the beginning. You understand? Prophecy is playing out here. I'll bring home scripture and I'll close it off. For this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 1. It says, Behold, I will speak in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord, and cause them to be written on paper, for they are faithful and true. So yeah, so this is what we do. We speak this prophecy unto you all. Because you know what? They are faithful and true. And let's just show you how faithful and true it is. It is happening right now. All the things that are written is taking place. All the things that were prophesied to come are taking place right now. You're seeing it happening. The RFID chip, pestilences, disease, wars, all these things. You're seeing it taking place. And it is only going to get way worse from now on. You understand? Way worse from now on. If you compare last year, well, 2020 to this year, right? The starting of January last year, 2020, was when Trump wanted to war is Iran or Iraq or one of them. And it's this year they're basically doing the same thing, but way worse. You understand? They already cut them off from certain things. They tie them off from this. You know? So it does to show you that this is just the beginning of sorrows, and those sorrows are only going to get greater and greater by the day. You understand? Hey. So with that, we give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakakodash. We see them on the apostles and elders of great Muslim rule well. We see that so they are coming to the push, we know children, we see Dina and the out, and continue to see them, we see Shalom.